Hello everyone and welcome to our highlight show for day 5 of the Single Cup. I'm your host Nazi Paikidze and I'm here with amazing grandmasters Yasser, Seirawan and Peter Svidler.
It was a pleasure today. It was really a lot of fun.
It was. Let's take a look at the standings after round 5. Results. It was all 5 draws today, but none of them were uninteresting draws.
No, on the contrary, each and every one of them had something very, very special. And Peter, it started crazy with the Firouzja game.
The start of the game was basically us having a small talk in the studio, and then I looked up, and in this game with maybe like 5 minutes into the round, white is 2 pawns down. This looks like a pretty normal French position. And here Alireza goes b4 and then gives up the pawn on c3 as well, goes queen c2. And we were like, wow, this will be so exciting. And in a way it was, but what was the most exciting is the amount of work these people do. Because as we found out afterwards, both players basically knew the entire game from start to finish. It was still a fantastic game to watch. As we will see in the video in a moment, we were giddy with excitement throughout, but mainly it was a triumph of human preparation over anything. Let's take a look at the video. The one goes queen a5. This got an exclamation point from the engine.
Because it wins 2 pawns.
Because it attacks. Yeah, apparently it wins, not just attacks, but wins 2 pawns. Yeah. And there we go. b4, blundering a pawn. Bishop d3. Blundering another pawn. Queen c2, attacking the pawn on h7. And Levon just instantly goes b7, b6.
Instantly?
Yeah.
So...
They know.
Both players.
You can't play b6 if you haven't seen this position before. There's no way you land on this decision.
No.
And, well, I mean, this is a treat. The only problem for me is that I think I would need maybe 10 minutes to kick things about, to feel like I'm not lying to our audience about what's going on, because I have no idea. This is the first time I see this.
Wow, a crazy opening is coming down to what so often happens at modern chess. You play all of the sharpest moves, everything is answered absolutely correctly, and then it's triple zeros.
Yeah, in under 25 moves and getting 2 rest days in a row.
Right? And there you go, queen e6. We're about to see, this will be a...
Yeah, Levon's not even considering king f3 because he knows it's a losing move.
What's extraordinary to me is that this didn't faze Levon at all. He was prepared for some crazed opponent who was going to come at him with all guns blazing. That was certainly a wonderful game, but another absolutely wonderful game. No, an epic game was between Duda and Gukesh. Gukesh came out of the opening with an advantage, and then he had a winning fierce attack on the king side. But when Duda got a chance to counter, he did, and it was his turn with the fierce attack. It came down to time trouble, and I want to say a very fair result. Take a look at our video. Well, this is quite the turnaround, because from the opening, we think that Gukesh really came out of the opening with a lot of trumps, and things changed dramatically the moment queen f3 occurred because of this move b5. And suddenly, you know, again, this knight on b6 controls the promotion square AA, which is just magnificent. Winning a rook on h1 turns out to be a very bad idea because of the counterplay that results after rook c7, and we could be seeing a massive turnaround here in for Duda and our world champion in trouble. And I mean, again, I started today's show by saying everybody's playing for a win. Everybody wants a win. Gukesh wanted to win today's game. Duda wants to win. Bobby, everybody wants to win, but it now feels like it's Duda in control. For those joining us late, this has been a stunning game. Gukesh got a nice advantage out of the opening. He was doing everything really, really well. Then came this move b5, which completely changed the fortunes, and it looked like Duda was winning the game if he flicks in this move bishop g2. A failure to flick in the move, and now it's a 3-result game, and we've just seen the move rook takes f2. But in the current position, it's crucial to follow up with e4 takes f3 and to recognize But suddenly we have a mating nut thanks to a pass pawn. I didn't see that coming.
No, it's very surprising, and anything can happen now in this
Right,
game.
it's a crazy 3-result game with knight c8 necessary.
They're also both approaching
A7.
time trouble as well.
Yeah.
Oh, this, and look at Gukesh so calmly getting up. I've got this. I figured it all out, he says.
Well, in a way, he survived, right? Because if Duda found bishop g2, that would have been pretty much
In
game
some
over.
strange way, if this
Yeah.
ends in a draw, it feels fair, right?
There's
Sort
no
of.
fairness.
Neither
There's
of
no
them will feel that
justice.
way.
No, they will both feel gutted.
Right?
But it's a very interesting game in which both of them missed huge opportunities.
Yes, that's a
And
good
in
way
that
of putting
respect, it
Yes.
kind of feels okay if it ends in a draw, even though neither of them will be happy about it.
We do have a repetition going on currently in the game as we're, and
They want
can
to
we
shake hands,
shake?
but they have to call the arbiter first.
Where's our arbiter?
Another interesting game was between Sevian and Nordirbek Abdusattorov. Surprisingly, that was our first Jacopiano.
Right?
And maybe
You're
Sam,
expecting so much of them. these days.
right, maybe Sam had a tiny bit of an advantage. He was trying to make more of it, but both of these players played with over 98% accuracy.
Wow.
So game ended in a draw. Take a look.
For those of you joining us late, this was like he had to essay, or judge if you prefer, the idea that in this position, the bishop coming back to g8 gives. Is it with f5? I apologize. I think it is with
In
f5.
summary, f5
Yeah,
would be 5 of h4.
h4.
Yeah.
He had to judge that this position, despite being a pawn down, is actually not that bad for him. He's got b4 as well. Pardon me, b5 as well as d5 as a sources of
But honestly, you
counterplay.
see that you lose a pawn and you dismiss that line.
Yeah, I know, and that's the thing. You know, the judgment. To have that judgment and to recognize that no, I'm a pawn down, but I've got enough counterplay. That's remarkable. Conversely, I think this is very easy for Sam to play despite his
Even
time
with
shortage.
a little time, yes. Moves come very naturally.
And very, very easily. Let me throw down a bad move, but it did flitter through my mind. I take this guy. And if, for example, you take on e2, I take this guy.
Oh, that's your idea.
Yeah, exactly.
You win.
And yeah,
It's game over, yeah.
It's very, very, very bad for black. So Nordirbek, he has a big advantage on the clock, but I think the position just definitely not in his favor.
5 draws today.
A moral victory for Sam, as he's the one with the extra piece at the end of the game. I couldn't win a piece up.
And now let's have a look at the standings after 5 rounds of the Singfield Cup. Since every game ended in a draw, it hasn't changed since after round 4. Fabiano Caruana still in the lead, half point ahead of Levon Aronian and Pragnananda, and there is a still big tie for the 4th place.
Absolutely. Thank you for watching our highlight show. Tomorrow's a rest day. We'll see you all on Sunday. Good night from St. Louis.
Thank you.